1984. I'm a senior house officer. I'm in a cardiothoracic department.
Okay.
At Bara. Now I can't go to the White Hospital. I can't touch white patients. I can't get into the White Hospital. It's 1984.
The heart of apartheid.
I'm in a cardiothoracic unit. Post 76, 61, 60, Sharpeville, it was problematic, but they still felt they could contain it. Come 76, they make a strategic decision to no longer invest in the public healthcare system.
Wow.
To privatize it and build a private healthcare system. So what you see today is not a default situation. It was proper planning for the pursuit of separateness.
Wow.
Under commercial guidelines, not determined by the color of your skin, but the color of your money.
Yeah.
And they did it, they planned for it. So from then, they stopped building public hospitals. They started a build program for private hospitals. They licensed private hospitals. They ensured that they get funding. They then use the Medical Schemes Act to create privatized care for whites. They look at it, they use it as a template. Then suddenly, if you're white and employed, you have to be on medical aid.
That's the birth of Bonitas.
No, that comes later.
Okay.
Then suddenly, this emerges. By law, only white people could belong to a medical aid. Something that you guys don't know.
No, we
Medical aid was meant for white. Medical aid was then seen as a mechanism to preserve white privilege.
Wow.
And that's how medical aids are formed. Then it's compulsory for employers to put their people on medical aid. I come in to work as a doctor. There's a public service medical aid. But it's only for whites. I can't join it. I'm a public servant. I can't join it. So there was pressure on that basis to say even educated blacks need privileges. Under pressure. That's how Bonitas is born.
To help the darky version.
But a Bonitas becomes a medical aid for Africans. Even when they relent and allow affluent Africans to have medical aid, they still have their segregationist ideas.
Yeah.
So they create a medical aid for Africans, they create a medical aid for coloreds, and they create a medical aid for Indians, separate. Prosano, Sanitas, and Bonitas.
Jeez.
That's the history of where medical aids come from.
Yeah.
But basically, medical aids were meant as a refuge for white privilege. So there was systemic underfunding of the public healthcare system. They took a strategic decision to build the private healthcare system on the backs of medical aid. It's an act of parliament, and that's what it was used for.